Hello everyone, good evening. Today I am going to share some of the useful insight in the sales, and the topic is all about using attribute for variant or using packaging. So in version 19, when we configure any product, we can get a choice whether to configure packaging or variant, and when we are using both, how sales price can be determined, how purchase price can be determined. So I am focusing on sales now. So I am starting here with attributes, and my product is water bottle. So I have created two product, same name like water bottle, and in bracket it is V means I am going to control this product by variant. And over here I have created bottle size as a variant and its value like 200 ml, 500 ml, 1L, 2L, like this. This is what I am defining under my variant, and inside my attributes over bottle size I have given default extra price, that is starting with 5 rupees, 10, 20 and 40 for each value. And then on my product template I have made 0 as a sales price, and over here when I am opening any product it will show me price like this. I can also control the cost price of each and every variant over here. The second product which I have configured again is water bottle. There is no variant here, but I would like to configure it with packaging. And now what I have done, I have defined 200 ml, 500 ml, 1L, 2L, 1L into 12 unit, okay, a bigger packaging size. And that I can control from unit and packaging. And then you can see, okay, this is how I have created packaging. Now over here, 200 ml means 1 unit, 500 ml again 1 unit, 1 liter again 1 unit, and so on. I have everything defined in 1 unit. So if I want to control, price for this water bottle, if I give 5 rupees and if I enter this particular water bottle in any of my sales quotation, so when I try to enter water bottle, whether I buy 1 unit, okay, so here in unit I can see. So this will become 48, then 2 liter will become again 5, then 1 liter will again become 5, or 500 ml again become 5. So how can I manage? So this is the packaging size which I am using in unit. Now compared to my attribute driven product, over here I can directly get my desired price. Like this is 1 liter, I can directly get 20. If I am using, let's say, 2 liter, I am directly getting 40. I can update the unit and my work is done. But now if you guys are using the packaging as a selling point, how you can control this particular pricing over there. So let's see that. Now inside my packaging configuration, what I need to do, let me fix a price and a common reference unit. So my common reference unit is 1 liter. Let me pick 1 liter for this particular reference unit over here. And then in my product of water bottle, if I say 20 rupees per unit is my reference price. But now for 500 ml, what should I do? How can I control the price? So if I say 0.5 becomes a unit of measure, and then over here, if I want to control this price, 0.25 is a unit of measure reference, and then 2 liter will become like double the unit price. And then over here it can directly fetch that price. And inside my price list, okay, here is the water bottle which I have given. I'm just removing that. So I'm not controlling any price from my price list, but I am now directly jumping onto selecting the 2 liter, which will become 40 directly, because my unit of measure control the price for 1 liter directly. If I say 500 ml, it can pick up 10, and if I say 200 ml, it will become 5 directly from here. So this is the one way you can control the price of your product based on the pack size. This is one way. I am telling you, this is one way, and this will become 20. So based on your packaging and its relevant correspondence, you are controlling the price. This is one way. So it is easy to control all the price from packaging like this. Whenever you are defining packaging and you define one reference unit price, then rest becomes your control price over here. This is one way. Okay. Let me give you maybe another way. If I convert this everything into 1 unit only, right? So everything will become, unit again. And then if I want to control price list, then I will apply my water bottle as a product. And then over here, I will define price with minimum quantity. So if I say minimum quantity is, 0.2 over here, then my price will become 5 per unit. But this is maybe controllable or not. And again, I have to add the same water bottle minimum quantity is 0.5. Then my price will become 10 per unit. Okay, now if I go to my sales order, and over here, if I control my price for 500 ml, okay, it becomes 10. For 200 ml, again it becomes 10. So it is not respecting the price list which is coming from my price list over there. So 1 liter, again 10. So everything over here will become confusing when you are trying to control the price over here. So this minimum quantity rule will definitely not work over here. So this is how now you can control the price. And inside your water bottle, let me make the price per unit, if I make it 0, and then if I control over here like minimum quantity 0.5, okay, and then because I haven't defined anything like 0.5, I can only define 1, 2 or 3. So this particular formula will not work when I am using, pricing on the package part. So I can only control the pricing inside my package by defining the correspondence unit of measure. So I am doing again, like this will become 0.5 when I want to define price, and this will become 0.25 when I want to define the price, and this will become double the unit, or this will become 12 1 liter unit. So now if I add maybe larger pack, it will directly become 240. So this is how you can control your package price inside Odoo when unit and package are merged in version 19. Hope this will help many people to create their product portfolio precisely using packaging, or you already have a choice when you have better product clarity in terms of your variant and its value. If you have any question, do reach me on YouTube, LinkedIn or email. Thank you guys. Have a good day.